Hi and welcome back to the show. And well, this week I'm in a My Mac Cinema with Scott Rogan. How are you, Scott?
Hey, good, thanks, Michael.
Oh, Rogue Cinemas, geez, turning on the magic. Honestly, I've stepped into this cinema in somebody's home, and I honestly can tell you, if I'd seen this just as a bare room for the size, I'd go, there's no way you're going to get a cinema in here. Not one that you went, wow.
Yeah.
Where do you start in creating this magic?
Yeah, well, most folks have maybe a couple of options for a room, so we actually do explore a couple of rooms and see which room's going to work for A, being a tucked away space for a dedicated cinema, and B, you know, will that room sort of look after the right amount of family members as well. So some people really need a lot more seats than others.
Right.
In this room, it's really a couple with maybe a few friends over, so one row means that, you know, this rather, you know, a little bit smaller room than you might think is actually well suitable.
Yeah, it's something you're just saying then, that you have to look at the seating first. Is that really the starting point? You talk to people and say, well, how many people do you want to put in here?
Yeah, totally. Like people go, oh, how big should the screen be? It's like, well, where are you sitting from the screen? So really it totally works around the audience. And if we are working with one row of seats, then that's going to be quite a different approach to if we need to try and fit 2 or 3 rows of seats. And particularly with the engineering that needs to follow, how much space we've really got for decor, and of course will even the seats fit in the space.
Yeah.
So it really works around that, though. We look at how many people use the room regularly on a weekly basis,
Right.
rather than, oh, well, sometimes my uncle comes around with the kids and suddenly we're up to 12 people. It's like, that only happens once every few months. It's not water it down and build it for everyone and make it a bit more personal is usually the way to go.
Usually the way to go. And talking of seats, these things are cool. No, actually, they're all electronic. Actually, when we're just off camera, actually laid Scott down accidentally.
That was my one. So
yeah, I'm touching Scott going, I'll make you comfortable.
Yeah.
But this seating, because as Rogue Cinemas, you've actually got this style of seating now and are able to do the complete thing. But the seats in particular, where did you create this design from? I mean, you've just got it perfect on this one.
Yeah. Look, the seating's a really big deal because you want to sit in here and be totally comfortable and taken away for hours at a time. So the last thing you want to do is to be an uncomfortable seat, and this involves obviously motorization with the recline. So you end up sitting, you know, really you want to feel like you're floating. You want to take gravity out of the situation. And then they have a motorized headrest as well, so that gets you perfectly comfortable with the pitch of your head. So no part of your body is under any you know, pressure or under, doesn't have to do any work.
So you can lie back and enjoy your popcorn while you're watching your favorite TV or movie that you've got on at the moment.
Yeah, so this is a really big factor, and a lot of people are sometimes thinking we need to do something with our seats, and that actually is the start of an entire cinema system. So it is a big deal.
So that, and you were saying to me off air that you like to sort the seating out first, and like you're talking distance from screen, because that then allows you to understand how you're going to design the sound in the room. So the seating really is like that first point of call. It's
the focal point of the whole cinema room. It really is. Particularly, you know, with more seats, we need to cater for more audience, and we're in small rooms. So the difference between a front and back row in a small room is by geometry a very big difference. Whereas if you're in a massive stadium, the difference between, you know, 5 rows is kind of much the same. So it is really delicate, and we're chasing every 20-50 millimeters of space between rows of seats, between screen sizes and projector throw distances. Like every 10-20 mil we're chasing in various locations. So
Unbelievable. For yourself, when you get these seats and you come into a room, what are some of the things you're looking for? You know, they give you a couple of options for a room. What are a couple of things you're looking for in a room where you're going to go, oh, this one's gonna work for you?
Yeah, once we know how many people are involved, then we can start to get a feel for what size room is required. Sometimes it's a reality check where the room just isn't going to cater for as many seats that some people might like.
Yep.
Though even in maybe a 6 metre long room, we can get 2 rows of seats working quite nice. We do have a good look at or analysis on how the bass is going to work in the room.
That's
The
interesting.
bases are really, each room has its own standing waves or problems, and we want all of our seats to be experiencing a similar result. So when we go to try and correct it, then it's working for everyone. You don't want someone to be in the boomy seat and someone in the seat which has,
unless you don't like them. You sit over there.
Yeah, maybe that's the mother-in-law seat. It's probably the typical lean. You know, we try and make every seat a good seat, but sometimes we just put extras in and we know that's not going to be the focus. So therefore, we can actually tune the system, design the whole system sometimes around one main room, and we got the bonus seats in there. So, you know, we got to discuss that with the client whether it's like, no, we really need everything to work. We're like, oh, no, that's cool. I mainly sit here, design it around here. A bit more sports car mode.
And when you're talking to people, you're talking about people in their personal life, we're going to design this around things, and we're going to take a little break and come back. But you were saying it's really important for people to think about what the personal items they want in the room, whether it's masks hanging up on the ceiling or whether it's a bar, you know, with the drinks or the popcorn machine. But is that some of the things that you try and get out of the way really early on with somebody, understand what they want in?
Yeah, definitely, because it's a place to be a little bit more creative. The inner child can come out, and we've all got our passions, so different characters, musical instruments, sporting fans, so we can really highlight that in the cinema room and create the man cave out of it, for sure.
We'll take a short break and we come back, and we're going to come back with some real hints and tips for you creating a home cinema or a My Mac cinema right in your own home with Scott Rogan and Rogue Cinemas. We'll be back real soon.